City of Troy, and for the 2016 Mayor's Cup champion, the RPI Engineers.
Position to win in Quinnipiac. We obviously didn't finish off the last 20 seconds, but I liked how we played in the second and third period. I thought they jumped us in the first. I thought the second and third we were pretty good. I knew we had responded the right way the moment I walked in the locker room and I saw the look on our guys' face. It was they were ticked off. They were really angry that we blew an opportunity to beat the #1 team in the country. There was no moral victory to it. Zach Schrader took a penalty in overtime, which was very unlike him, and the look of disgust in his face at himself for doing that, said everything I needed to know. And then, we showed up on, he got back at 12:30, 12:45 at night. The guys showed up for a light practice, but a practice on Friday, and we were awesome. And I felt very good after that we were going to come out on Saturday and play the right way. And I thought we did. I thought we weathered the storm early, knowing that Union was going to come out pretty fired up. But I thought we were still pretty solid in the first, and then just got better as the game went on. And then we have to back that up this week.
You guys have only lost one of your last 10. But most of those have been ties. What are you kind of focusing on to be able to close out and finish these games?
Well, some of those ties too are games that we had to scrap back in. Right, we were down to Princeton 2-1 to 3-2, and we had to fight back. So I was worried about it earlier a little bit. I thought there's some games earlier in the season we were a little passive in the third. I thought the Miami game, I think we learned a really valuable lesson, and I believe that the guys have applied that lesson and will continue to apply it. And that's in the second game of Miami. We won the first night. We wanted to win the same way the second night in the third period. Let's just defend. We're very confident defending. We'll just flip pucks out in the neutral zone, sit back, and Cassie will make 12, 13 saves, and we'll finish this thing off. Well, Miami's urgency on night two, because they're fighting for their season too, and they're a really good program, has a lot of pride, just like everybody. It went from 7 to 11, right? And all of a sudden it was on in the third period, and we were on our heels, and they came at us in waves. And I think it was a good lesson. We talked about it the next day, that the same way you can win in November isn't how you win in January, February, and March. And so if we want to win third periods, we need to come out and attack. And I think we've done that. In the Quinnipiac game we scored, and we got up 2-0. And realistically, it should have been enough, and it almost was, right? We were 9 seconds from it. But we kept attacking. We had another couple 2-on-1s, and we did some good things in that game. And then the Union game, instead of just sitting there and trying to hold on for a 3-2 win, we went out and we had 2-on-1, 2 breakaways, and another chunk of good scoring chances, all in the third period. And then finally broke through and got that 4th goal. So I think our guys have learned that lesson. At the end of the day, when you're up, teams are going to push. And they're going to still push on us. We're not going to dominate third periods when we're leading all the time. But when it's time to defend, let's defend. But let's not defend all 20 minutes, and let's have a pushback. And I think our guys are learning that.
How much harder is it, the second time around? Obviously, seeing Brown and you tied Brown and then Yale too.
Yeah, the second time around, you know each other a little more. There's no surprises. Obviously, we're playing pretty good, so we're not going to sneak up on anybody. I thought Brown was really good in our building. Obviously, we got lucky to tie that game. And, it's kind of, I feel the same way about Union and Clarkson, that the teams that are lower in the standings right now that I think are really good hockey teams, and it just shows you how good our league is. Brown beat Providence when Providence, I think, was #1 in the country this year. Yet they're down, towards the bottom of our league. So just that win over Providence shows what they're capable of. What they came in and did to us in our building, they put a ton of scoring chances. They've probably had as many scoring chances as anybody in our league against us, with the exception of maybe Quinnipiac and Harvard. So I know they're really offensively talented, and our guys know that they outplayed us in our building, and we'll be ready for Friday night.
A lot of people want to go back to the last time you guys played them and look so much at that game, but I feel like so much hockey has been played between then and now. Are these teams even the same teams that you guys faced when you faced each other earlier on?
Well, we're not, and I've challenged. That's been our goal every day. We don't want to be the same team next week that we are this week, and we want to fight to get a 0.5%, a 1/4% better every day. And if we're the same team. And I said to them earlier, if we're the same team in January that we are in November, we'll have failed. And if we're the same team in March that we are in January, we'll have failed. And a lot of teams stagnate this time of the year because it gets long, it gets monotonous. Our season is long. We've been practicing since September 15th. But great teams have a will to push past boredom and keep doing the same drills that you do all year, but doing them at such a high level that you're going to continue to get better while doing them. And we need to be one of those teams. We have been so far, but we're not. We've been fighting to be great all year. We're not great right now. We're real good. We're a real good team. We're playing very hard. We're not great. And if we want to be great, we have to make those adjustments in practice.